You fools. Roy and Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. The second to last country of the day, of the night to rehearse was Malta. We got to see it for the first time. Emma Muscat, I Am What I Am, the lady who decided last minute to change her song after a national final. And now we got to see, shouldn't I call it the final product? Maybe not, but where we at right now with the staging. And she brought, of course, no surprise, her piano. What did she do? And more importantly, do we approve of it? Let's talk this through. Right. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, what did she do with the piano? Play it for 10 seconds and then not use it anymore. I mean, she stands on it afterwards, but yeah, you literally start the song with her playing the piano and the spotlight being on her and like this camera very slowly zooming into her. And then she gets up, stands on the piano, and it would have been an awesome shot if like the sun was working, because it would have been like a nice sunset. But I think that works around it quite well. And then she comes down the piano and slowly makes her way around the stage. And in the ending, she walks down towards stage B. There's like a little bit of a walkway, and first she picks up two male dancers who are like just kind of jamming out there. And while she's walking by, they go into the dance a little bit more. And then the two females are being picked up as well. And then in the front B stage, they do their dance together. There's a lot of yellow, there's a lot of gold in his performance, there's also a lot of silver in there, so they really try to make it feel a bit grand. The issue for me is that this song is already full of cliches and very much in your face, I am what I am, and like those inspirational messages, I guess. And this staging also feels very cliche. So for me personally, it really isn't clicking. But if you are very much into that kind of song, if you're very much into that kind of cliche-ish staging, then it might be something for you. For me, it just didn't really work out. That's unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is. I am what I am.
It is what it is. Now, and here's the thing. I was more of a supporter of the song. Like, I quite liked it. And I didn't know what to expect from the staging. But you're right. The song has certain cliches. And they decided to go with more cliches in the staging, which was not necessarily my hoping. From what I'm hearing, though, Malta was also heavily impacted by the stage situation, because it's supposed to have this really big sun right behind her as she's standing on top of the piano, and now it's virtually completely blocked by that arch thing. You can just see the outer line of the sun basically, and it's just not even remotely as impactful as it probably would have been. So that really sucks. That would probably be a cool moment. And as said, at some point, I think during the second verse, around that time she gets off, and then she starts walking towards stage B, like the catwalk, where then the four dancers are waiting for her, and they do the little dance thing, which to me, that's where even the cliches kick in even more. It's like wavy and doing like this and that, and I'm like, and they're wearing silver outfits, and it's just like everything just so like 90s Eurovision in some ways, I always think of. And I don't think it was necessary. I pointed out before that I think Emma should have pulled John Lundvik, elevate the song by having a great gospel like choir with it, because it made that chorus. It's a backtrack, very backtracky, and she sounds great, don't get me wrong, but could you imagine maybe having that whoa moment really make that chorus stand out? Again, Too Late for Love comes to mind. I think they should have gone down that route, which clearly not going to happen. But I just wanted to point out that I think that should have been more the route, rather than this, play the piano for 10 seconds, pet peeve of mine, then climb on it, and then just walk with dancers, make very like generic movements. It's not, again, it's not horrible. I just think they got stuck in the circle of cliches that it's almost too sweet for its own good. And after having a lot of very visually impressive performances, Malta is the first one where it's a little bit more like, it's fine, but it's not amazing. So I was a little bit let down by it. I don't hate it. I just think I wish I would have gone a different route. That's all I can say. Now, with what they're working with right now, Roy, anything you suggest they should change?
I think mostly it's up to make sure that the movements and the dancing are a little bit more natural. Like maybe they can rehearse a little bit more somewhere in the studio here in Turin, and just make sure it isn't as forced or as like, I don't know, that it is a bit more natural. I think that is mainly my biggest like improvement point. For the rest, camera work, I think that was fine, and I think the lighting was also fine for the entire performance. They like, instead of like the big sun being there, they use the yellow lighting to recreate the sun basically. And towards the ending, when they are dancing in the front of the stage, like it is quite a cool moment with the lights and the water feature and stuff like that, really. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think there is that much they can really fix within this concept.
Yeah. No, I mean they have to use with what they're doing right now, so they're not going to scrap and stuff from scratch. So I kind of agree with you. The thing that I think they need to do is work the cameras a little bit better, because even when they do these movements and the stuff, you sometimes you don't even see their hands. They're too close up. Then why do you do this choreography if you don't even really see it? So and then it comes almost across a little robotic at some places. So camera angles at the end when they're all on the catwalk dancing together need some improvement and hit the dance moves correctly, and that would probably add up a little bit more energy, and that's the only suggestion I have. But go ahead and watch the clip on YouTube and let us know if we are being too harsh. Do you agree with us, or whatever your thoughts are? Don't matter, we just want to hear them as long as they're respectful. Leave them below in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.